Hey guys, what's going on? MJ Madness 2 here, bringing you the opening of my new second channel. So on this channel, I will just be kind of experimenting, playing some random games that I didn't have time to fit into my main channel schedule. So you'll just be seeing me kind of try out some new stuff. And today we are going to be trying out a new game that I've only played a bit on my main channel, and it is called Clash Royale. So if you want to see some more introductory videos, go check out my main channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat people better than you. So today, I entered a tournament that a YouTuber did on a stream. I actually was able to win it, even though there were people who were considerably better than me, in terms of like card levels and trophies and things like that. So I'm going to show you some examples and some of my final and semi-final matches. So my first game is against this guy, Evan Mario. As you can see, he is around 3,000 trophies to my 2,300, giving him an around 700 trophy advantage. As well, he's level 8, I'm level 7, and he's in Legendary Arena, meaning there's a substantial difference in terms of like tower health and card levels and things like that. Even so, we're able to put up a pretty good fight and get a good game in here. So without further ado, let's kind of get into it. And I'm going to be giving you some kind of pro tips as to how to beat people even if they have better cards than you. And generally, you'll find that if you start going on winning streaks and things like that, then you will be battling against increasingly better players. That's kind of just how their game engine works, that the more you win, the harder your matchups become. So you are going to be eventually playing people who have better cards, more trophies, things like that. And if you have the strategies to be able to beat them, then things can go pretty well. I start things off with an Expo. I know it's a little dirty, but it's the only reason people dislike it is because it's effective. So I think that it's all fair play, and I really recommend using it. I start with a Barbarian Hut in the back, my Elixir Collector in the front. Not a great start for me. He gets a couple hits on both my towers, and I've barely touched his. But the gist of this deck that I'm using is basically you start kind of with a hut spam, just trying to swarm them, and once you have a big enough like army and push, then you drop your Expo in behind, because it's really hard to kind of shut down that Expo when there's a bunch of buildings and troops in front of it. So I almost like to hide my Expo, kind of build my swarm up, and then in that last minute double elixir, I'll sometimes drop it down for the push. But yeah, I'm starting to kind of build my army again. He has that rocket though, so I was looking for another Expo there. The rocket is a great direct counter to the Expo. It really shuts it down. So he's doing pretty well at stopping that push. I'm slowly whittling down that left tower, as you can see. I got some of my huts up that are really doing damage. He does a goblin barrel. I drop some spear goblins to try and stop it. But then he does that freeze spell, meaning he gets a couple nice shots off on that left tower. But on the other side, I got a push going on both sides. He chooses to face the left one, ignores the right side, and my skeleton army easily takes down a lot of health on that tower, taking it all the way down and not quite able to finish taking it off. But that was a really good move on my part there, because I made him kind of pick a side. And now this is where you drop your Expo. He's a little low on elixir, and he kind of has to pick a side to defend. And as you can see, I saved it. I had my big push in front, and he makes the silly mistake of, instead of going on offense, allowing me to take both towers in the span of a couple seconds. And the battle is now taken down. I just need to kind of hold on for the last bit. So, I just drop some barbarians to distract those minions. And that's kind of the deck in action. So even though he is considerably better in trophy level and cards and things like that, I was still able to beat him. And I do that a couple more times, so I will be back in 1 second and show you my final match in the tournament. Alright, I'm back. So this game was again against a level 8 in Legendary Arena. Again, he's got that big trophy advantage. I'm still rocking the same deck. He's using something different. It's pretty offensive on his part, and I actually like playing against offensive decks, because my deck's very defensive and kind of counter. It really uses like the counter attack and coming back. So yeah, things go very well in this final game. I'm pretty happy that I actually beat that last guy and made it all the way to the finals, which is why I was dropping some of those smiley emoticons. He starts off with a crazy 10 elixir push. I've sort of panicked a bit, but I dropped a Barbarian Hut in front, which probably wasn't maybe the smartest play, considering it's a pretty big investment. But in the end, it worked out fairly well, actually. He wasn't able to do too much to my tower, and all of a sudden, I have 6 Barbarians going the other way, and as you can see, he's a little disappointed, and all of a sudden, I got this huge push, and I basically demolished that tower, and that's basically the game. He tries a lightning to stop my hut swarm, and by this point, he just gave up. He had legendary cards in there, but again, you just have to get kind of one big push going, and you're pretty much set for the match, and that gave me the win in the tournament. So again, just in closing, to beat higher level players, you kind of just want to play smart, play defensive, work on counterattacks, stopping their pushes, and then making kind of pushes of your own. And as you can see, if you play like that, you can even give my deck a try, then it really gives you a good chance of taking down people, even if they're better than you. And you can use this deck to push trophies, and it's just really helpful. So if you guys enjoyed, want to see some more videos on this second channel, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys all for watching, and take care.